home that we will film. Hi, I'm Betty Banjack, and this is Downtown Kitchen. Welcome to my kitchen. Yes, we're actually going to be in the kitchen at my home that we will film from, and we share with you the recipes that you like and I like, and we all like food, I know that. I happen to live in one of the oldest homes, continuously inhabited homes, I should say, in the historical area of downtown Norristown. The building has been said to be from 1802, but there is records proving that it probably stood in 1770 as part of another estate. So we're really in the middle of everything here. Something I like to mention, I sort of blew the theory out of the water. You always think of cooking and gardening and growing things and eating and canning and all that. With the country, or at least the suburbs, the living where I do, I've really proven that to be very wrong. In fact, my garden is about 2.5 miles down the road at a friend's house, since I don't even have an inch of dirt to call my own here, unless you count the dust under the sofa. Don't tell anybody I said that. Don't tell my mother I said that. She'll get really upset. Today, besides sharing one of my favorite recipes with you, which is going to be nutty chicken, we will be having a guest, and our guest is Denny Wagner, and Denny's from Royersford. Denny is one of the best Cajun cooks that I know of, and I think you'll enjoy meeting him. He's a real trip. Another thing that I'd like to mention to you, the name of the show is Downtown Kitchen, but there's a few other things also known as Downtown Kitchen. The first Downtown Kitchen was my cookbook. My cookbook was a suggestion 2 years ago by an old friend that I should do something with my recipes. And after a year, it developed into a finished cookbook that I was very happy with. A couple months later, I wound up writing some newspaper columns, also called Downtown Kitchen. You can find my column every Wednesday in the Phoenix on the front page. I moved from page 2 to page 1 recently. And in that column, it shares a recipe with you and also tells a tale of basically of my growing up. I grew up in Phoenixville, and it's a neat way to share experiences, and it has been well received, and really good people like it. The cookbook is available. If you would like a cookbook, you can send to Betty Banjack, Downtown Kitchen, Post Office Box 1660, Norris, Pennsylvania, 19404. And the price is $13. That includes the book and the tax and the handling and the shipping and things like that. And we'll get one right out to you right away. Now, the show and the cookbook are very aligned to each other, and it's somewhat going to be, I'll be cooking out of the book, but not always. There are times when I find a new recipe and I'm excited about it and I want to share it, that I'm going to jump right out of the book and share this recipe with you. If you have a recipe you'd like to see done on the show, you can write to me at the address as receiving a book, and we'll see what we can do. Our sponsors for today are in the Limerick Country Deli. Font is located in the Springfield Mall in Delaware County, Exton, King of Prussia, and Italian Market on 9th Street. Try to visit them when you can. They can really help you out with any of your problems that you have with food or food equipment. And the Limerick Deli is located on Ridge Pike in Limerick, near the bypass loop. I've been up there a few times. They have a selection of food. They have a split hoagie. They have a lot of things, your everyday needs or for special party needs. They can fill them for you. So listen, why don't you stay tuned for the rest of the show, and we'll be right back. Hi again. Today is Denny Wagner, and Denny is, Denny and I have been friends for a long time, and he's come today to share with us some of his secrets. He probably is one of the best Cajun cooks or chefs or whatever you want to say I know. And so he's going to explain a few things to us. You know, a lot of people talk about Cajun cooking and they talk about Creole cooking, and can you tell us the difference?
Geez, I feel like Al Borland without a shirt on, Betty.
Wrong show.
Wrong show. No, I'm very interested in Cajun cooking. I've been involved with it quite a few years now. I haven't taken a Cajun cooking course when I was in Louisiana. And it's sort of like a spin-off from Chinese stir-fry. Background with a little bit of French accent with it, would you say?
Yeah. Well, you know, when I do Cajun cooking is basically French because they went from France to Nova Scotia and they went down to Louisiana. And Creole cooking is sort of new because it just started in Louisiana, which is a much newer area.
Smoother, yes, smoother.
It's cityfied.
It's cityfied, yeah. The others, the Acadian, what is it, Arcadians?
Yeah, they're
the Arcadians and the Choctaw Indians were the original Cajun.
You want to show us what you've done, or what you do to get your marinade? We're going to make marinade. Now, when I become a little more prominent or not, but right now we're making marinade for some pork chops we have here.
Well, it's just, this isn't really Cajun with the marinade. The Cajun of it is when you burn things, burning and spicing. I just marinate and then pork chop soak in that refrigeration at 38 degrees, of course. You don't want to leave it set at room temperature.
That's important, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. You get botulism, or not botulism, so much salmonella. You know, you want room, you can't have room temperature, 38 degrees or 160 degrees.
Okay. So what are you putting?
Well, I've used a lot of maids in the past, and this one item right has it all that I used to make out of a multitude of things, which is pretty good. It's a stir fry with teriyaki and ginger and garlic in it.
I pour some in
and we just put a little bit of that in there, and I like to use a little bit of olive oil. The olive oil seems to make the stick. And plus it adds a little something, a little moist to it. And then we just whip this thing up, and then I always like to doctor it a little bit. The green Tabasco sauce is made with jalapeno. And it's not like your regular Tabasco sauce.
It's hot.
It's hot, but it's a sweet hot. It's a nice.
Oh, yeah?
And you just do a little couple dabs of that, like that, and it just enhances it. And we just, beat this up a little bit. Can I borrow some water?
Sure, we'll get you water.
Just thin this down a little bit. Throw a little bit. I'm missing. Everything's done the old way.
Well,
pinch of this, pinch of that. The average, like myself, working around the kitchen, wants to use whatever he can grab his hands on. So,
listen, when did you start cooking?
Oh, a long time ago, 30 years.
Oh.
My original inspirations, I might say, with the stir-fry.
Thank you very much.
We go back to the stir-fry days.
Stir-fry. Yeah, I remember, the stir-fry. We used to fry everything, I think, at one point. Seasoned spices?
Yep, for done. He's my favorite. I even have Graham Kerr's original cookbooks. The Galpin Gourmet.
Yeah, but what's that have to do with him?
This guy, well, I was saying, it goes back to that when I started cooking. And old Chef Paul, I was in his kitchen, I guess 1992.
Let me show you something. Follow me over here. Picture of Benny with Paul Padone. Now, he's so proud of this picture that he even likes it much better than his wedding picture, according to his wife. He has this hanging up, and he tries to lose the wedding picture. But so he brought that today with us.
He's a fantastic person. Paul Padone, I like to. Of course, my hands were washed and sanitized.
Yes.
And we just seize up a little bit. Put those in the egg. And then pour the marinade in. And let me wash my hands.
Do I close this?
Yeah, just close it. Then we just heat it around a little bit. I like to burp the, don't take up as much room in the refrigerator.
Freeze this marinated?
Yeah. Yeah, you can dump that right in the freezer and cook it. Then we can read it. It's
you
done.
stick it in the refrigerator before you cook it?
I marinate it, freeze.
Okay. That's what we'll do. And we happen to do some a little early.
Quite clear.
It's sort of hot.
There you go, a little bit well done.
Well, that happens sometime.
But what's good about them, they can bake, or they can be put right on the grill.
I want to tell you,
a gas grill, coal grill.
smelling, ooh, look how tender they made it. Smelling these couple, and then these crazy. So here we have, clean up some. Can I taste this?
Sure.
Best part.
That same marinade I like to use on like shoulder roast and that, but then you take and you charcoal grill, gas grill, just sear it, burn the heck out of it, and then put it in a roasting pan, the rest of the marinade, and roast it in the oven for about 5 hours, and it'll just apart. And a lot of garlic and
Do you like
olive oil.
searing with burning?
Yeah. Yes.
And this is, it's excellent. I enjoy it. I think like a few
Well, a
things
little
today.
bit, but just got to remember about the temperatures. You know, I know a lot of people marinate meat and they leave it sit out,
Okay.
and that's a big no-no.
Well, very good. Well, thanks for coming, and maybe you would in a later date, okay?
All right.
Thank you. And now we're on this section.
Insuring over 40 million people worldwide.
Hi, this is Betty Banjack with Downtown Kin. Right now we're at the Lim Deli, and we're here today with Carol, and Carol's an owner of the deli, and she's going to show us some of the things they have to offer.
Welcome to the deli, Betty. Nice to have you here today. This one is a tortellini salad, and it is made with a delicious balsamic vinaigrette, as well as sun-dried tomatoes and roasted red pepper. And
May I try this?
please do. And this is our homemade potato salad. It is made with real mayonnaise, as well as egg. And on this platter, we have a party tray, and this feeds 10 to 12, maybe even 15 people. It's pretty hearty.
I had to confess something to you. You know, I am a lunch meat junkie, so this is
Again.
exciting too. Force me.
And also we have, and we are proud of, our homemade chicken salad. It is made with fresh chicken tenders and real mayonnaise, and it does have a little bit of hard-boiled egg in it, and it sells very well here. And over here along the wall is 3-foot hoagie. We make these in 1-foot sections, 2-foot section, 3, 4, whatever you might want, up to 6-foot sections. This happens to be the zip, which is cooked salami.
The deli. The deli's also a convenience store, isn't it?
Yes, we are all convenience store. We have groceries, automotive supplies, cleaning supplies, a dairy, some produce, and a full line of cold cuts.
As back of store, I noticed you also sell lottery tickets.
We have full lottery, and we also have an ATM machine with no surcharge. That's convenience for the shoppers.
Yes, it is. And I know you're in Limerick, but I'm not sure of your exact address. And you give them the phone number so they can call if they're going to call ahead for an order?
Okay, glad to. Our address is 708 West Ridge Pike. We are located in Limerick, Pennsylvania. We are located between Knifer Road and Fruitville Road on Pike.
And your phone number?
Our phone number is 610-495-5191.
Tortellini is excellent. It's really excellent in the store. The vinaigrette.
Thank you very much.
Listen, tell our viewers what time your hours are. And
We are Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. at 7 a.m. Sunday at 8 a.m. and week 8:30 every night.
you take orders on the phone, as we can hear.
Yes, we do. We take a lot of orders on the phone. I also have a fax machine, by the way, which is area code 675-704 for people who would like to fax the orders in.
So you make like from morning till night sandwiches?
We do. We make wonderful breakfast sandwiches. And just about any breakfast assortment that you can think of, you could put as a breakfast sandwich.
I'm glad I live a little too far away. I live here every breakfast.
Well, a lot of the same people on every day.
I'm sure
they
you
love
do.
our sandwiches.
All right. Well, we'll be back at another time to talk with Carol again about what the Limerick Country Deli has to offer. And until then, I'm going to keep eating. Hi, and welcome to the Gadget Corner. Every week we're going to feature a different gadget. We might talk about more than one, but with a very extra special presentation. This is a portable gas cooker. It's one of my favorite things. The moment I saw I have to have one of these. And let me show you how it works first. To start it up, they use canisters, and it's really easy. You just slip it in. Of course, you have to line everything up as it tells you. It's real simple. And you start that down, and then put that down, and then you lock this in place. All the instructions are here, and all the warnings about using it right on the cooker. And you can adjust the type of flame you want from very high, and then we can go down real low. It's a wonderful thing to have because I read the booklet that came with it, and the booklet that came with it tells you everything. You can cook with this outside. Like, you know, a lot of times you get, I'm going to turn this off, it's a little hot. A lot of times when you get something like this, you can't cook on a patio or out in the backyard or anything. You can cook with this anywhere you like. It's wonderful for tailgate parties on the back of your vehicle, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't have a station wagon, but that type of thing. It is just, it's excellent. It's excellent when it's icy and snow and you don't have any electricity. You can still eat, which everyone always seems to. You notice how when they say it's room in the supermarket, the shelves are going within minutes because people think they're not going to eat again. So even if you have a gas stove, sometimes you have an electric starter like I do. It's difficult to start a gas stove with an electric starter. It is really just an absolute wonderful find. I'm glad I found it. I found it, of course, at Fonte's, and we all know that Fonte's is in a store in the area that most of us go to, I'm sure. There are 4 stores. One in Springfield, Delaware County. There's one in Exton. There's one in King of Pro, which is very low to us, and I use a good deal. And the favorite one, is the old one, is down in the Italian Market on 9th Street. Now, I know it's probably more convenient for most of us than the others, but you should make a day trip some Saturday and just go down to the old Fonte's on 9th Street. It's a wonderful old store with wooden floors, and it's just a place to go. And they have everything that you can think of and haven't even thought of to use in the kitchen. They have in their shop. And this is my gadget of the week, and the gadget of the week, and I think you should go on Elise and check it out. We're going to start off with a recipe that I think you should all like. I like chicken a lot, and this is one of my favorite chicken recipes. I have to be honest, I started a little ahead of you because I wanted to be able to handle this, and if it's hot, you're not able to handle it. In here, I had sauteed a cup of onion, a cup of green bell peppers, and a cup of mushrooms. And then after that was all nice, I took about a 28-ounce, could be 30, 32-ounce, bottle of my favorite sauce. It could be thick sauce, it could be hot sauce, it could be salsa. It could be whatever you want it to be, whatever sauce you like. And I added that into that, and I kept cooking it down. And then a cup of liquid, it could either be or stock, whatever you use. And then I kept cooking it and cooking it. So it came out pretty much to a consistency like that. And what happened after why I had to start ahead of you is it's very hot, and not hot now because it's cooled down. You need to work with it. You need to get some things done. So let me show you what I'm going to do with that. Here's my chicken pieces that I skin these chicken pieces. You don't have to do that. You're going to find out, like I keep saying, we get hearing. Cooking is not a art. It's whatever you make it to be. There are some cakes and some things like that to be really what you use it. But in most cases, it doesn't matter. You can have either skinned or you can have the chicken with the skin. I found a great little way to do this. Let me stop here to get it out of the way. To skin a drumstick. Drumstick is easy to skin to a point. Easy to skin to here. You get them off that little knob. So if you just take a cleaver, or something very heavy cleaver. I'd like to tell you, this is my father's. He worked for Wyland's Packing Company. Now, he didn't use this cleaver at work. He bought this to use it we bring the home. Let me get some. And then after you down as you can, you just give it a which should be the little nerves of that cleaver, and it's ready to go. The thighs you were just able to tear. You really didn't have any hatching. First, you want to take a shallow baking dish, and we'll do, in fact, prefer disposable ones. I can throw them away so I don't have to afterwards. I spray it very quick, a little shortening, a little spray, and I take about half of this mixture, and I the bottom of the dish. Just sort of cover the dish. Next, we're going to take a small bowl, and I have a half a cup of breadcrumbs and a cup of finely chopped cashews. Now again, if you would prefer another kind of nut, that's fine. Cashews are very good with this. I just put them together. Alrighty, I'm going to take a flat like this. Doesn't have to flap it up. I'm going to empty half the nuts in there because I don't waste it. You can always use this again if you left over. And then we have our chicken, and I'm going to put the chicken, pieces at a time, and I cover it in this pot, and this is the half of the stuff that's left. I use a fork. Now take that, roll it in the nuts, and place it right in here. This is I like this a lot, and it can be made with many different ways, but I think this is one of the best combinations. And I have another one in here. Yep. Something I want to mention, once you have rolled the chicken in the nuts and all, please do not or keep it. If you have any left over when we're done, you can sprinkle it on the top of the dish, but don't try to, I want to get this all done for you. Don't try to eat it and think, well, it's okay, because it's not a really sanitary thing to do. This ain't any more nuts. See, this is why I don't put all the nuts out at once, because I may have nuts left over that I can keep. And this, oh boy. One more. I want to show you what I'm going to do with this. And you see how messy this is getting? Well, that's what I don't want you to eat. The rest in the pot, and you spoon it over the chicken. Just spread it out so you don't, really is because there's nothing to keep on. This is when I take it, the nuts, use me in the bread, instead of eating them, which we shouldn't do, or putting them back in a container because it's already been sort of contaminated with the chicken. I just sort of, and even if they're gooey and they're stuck together, it doesn't matter. You can skim over the top like that. And then we take foil. Take a nice big piece, don't skin it because then you'll be sorry when it doesn't fit. Cover it over the dish very tight, as you can. And I'm going to just put this here. I'm not going to put it in the oven in a second. I want to remind you, these were the leftover cashews and breadcrumbs that we had. Remember, I didn't use them on the dish, so I can just put them for another time or another dish. Now, due to the magic of TV, the dish finished just for you. You know, one of the things I wanted to mention to people, so many times you watch some of the more high-tech cooking shows and all, they have the state-of-the-art equipment, and they have the everything is just perfect. And this show is to prove that you can do this in your own kitchen. This is done from my kitchen. It's not ideal. It's not the ideal situation for myself or the crew. They have, it's a little difficult, but I wanted to show you that it can be done. And my claim to fame in my kitchen is I have running water. Check out all your other cooking shows. I bet they don't. We'll get back to our dish here. Ooh, this is really crispy done. You find the same spoon. We have a piece of the chicken with the nuts and the sauce. And one of the best things to do is like to save it with your favorite rice, whether it be white or yellow or brown rice, whatever you would prefer. Put a little in the dish. I'd like to take this time to thank Dante